To the hopeful elect, I want to say peace, blessings, salutations. Keep pushing, keep striving, keep meditating. In the name of Yahweh Shah, keep striving, keep praying. This is going to be a lesson about the wiles of Esau and why it's very important, for that, how you say it, for that dopamine effect should be for this truth and for Yahweh Basha, Yahweh Shah. And you should be stimulated into seeking, reading, doing lessons, and edifying and teaching, the people, teaching the elect, I should say. Nothing better, nothing else, nothing greater there is to do. With our struggles and our pain and our agony and our pain, our sufferings, we put that all together and do lessons to edify each other and edify the elect. Just like Yahweh Shah came and dealt with all, the things that, we go through. I just has, man, it's funny as hell. Even when Satan himself tempted Yahweh Shah to what? With that dopamine. Basically like a dopamine effect. Yeah, I'll give you, the world, the pleasures, the riches, and what, if you own the world, you know what comes with it, everybody wants a piece of this pie. That's how Esau gets the people. I'm gonna let this video play. And I don't. What's that thing you gotta say? I'm not using this video for no money purposes, etc. But here it goes.
We live in a world that is designed to stimulate our emotions. Every advertisement, food product, and social media post is geared to give us a short rush of pleasure, which is followed by an emptiness and a craving for more. Big companies are able to leverage our cravings and make trillions of dollars off of keeping us addicted. If you don't have a plan for yourself, you will be at the mercy of companies who will play on your impulses to control you like a...
Real quick, that plan that we have is to get the fuck out of here. The kingdom, Yahweh Shah.
Puppet. You will sacrifice your free will, searching for happiness in a maze that's designed to keep you lost. Studies show...
You see, and this liberty that we've been given through Yahweh Shah, what do people do? They take their leisure, their liberty to chase wickedness, instead of, taking this liberty that we've been given through Yahweh Shah into repenting. Going back to the Heavenly Father one quick. Yeah, so coming back and repenting to Yahweh Basha, Yahweh Shah,
That on average, people use their smartphones for about 3 hours per day. That's 1,095 hours every single year. Thankfully, there is a way to regain control over your impulses and take your power back through a practice called dopamine fasting. What's that, you say? Well, first we need an understanding of dopamine. Dopamine is a brain chemical associated with wanting. According to Loretta Bruning, author of Habits of a Happy Brain, dopamine is triggered by new rewards. That's why the first lick of an ice cream cone is heaven. 10 licks later, your attention wanders. You start thinking about the next thing on your agenda and the next. You still love the ice cream, but you don't feel it as much because your brain doesn't see it as new information. Your brain is already looking for the next great way to meet your needs. However, with video games, porn sites, and social media, your brain always has the next thing to be excited about because they are engineered to trigger constant dopamine release. I'm sure you are familiar with the feeling of wanting to make the day productive, only to look up at the end of the day and realize you spent 4 hours mindlessly scrolling through Instagram and checking notifications. You waste time, feel bad about yourself, and things that used to excite you no longer excite you like they used to. That's where dopamine fasting comes in.
That's it. I don't want these devils to flag me. But Ephesians 6:11. Put it on the whole armor of Yahweh Basha, Yahweh Shah, that you may be able to withstand the wiles against the wiles of the devil. Let's look up the definition of wiles. Wiles, I mean. It says devious or cunning stratagems. So it says stratagems, a plan or scheme, especially one used to outwit an opponent or achieve an end. And what's the end of Esau? The New World Order. To put the chip, damn. Yeah, this video might be flagged, man. To put put the object in you, the MOTMA to the R to the K in you, you know. Let's look at the similar plan, scheme, tactic, maneuver, ploy, device, wild, trick, plot, deception, deceit, and that's all this. That's all going to the wiles. So it says the devious or cunning stratagems employed in manipulating or persuading someone to do what one wants. See that? So it says lure, entice, and see this is all what Esau uses to destroy the minds of the people. As you can see, social media, I think, what is this, Instagram, pizza, Coca-Cola, hamburgers, sitting on a couch, a comfortable couch, video games, your phone. And one thing we've been taught, even growing up in a society through our mothers and parents and our aunties and uncles and our grandparents, is that this society, all we've been taught was this society. As the scripture said, train up a child as he should go. We never, prior to me waking up into this truth, I never heard anything about being a Hebrew Israelite. All I heard was, being, so-called Afro-Latino, or, so-called black man, and, black, so-called black problems, and, the struggle of so-called Hispanics, Latinos, and what else you hear. The only thing you heard about is just, here, America. That's all you hear. Get a career, get a trade, and basically just the American way. That's what we're taught since a little child, and growing up in this society. That's all we were taught through our peers, through our school. We were seduced. Everything, and Esau knows, and he studies the brain. That's how he's able to even come forth with this addiction problem. And again, going to the wiles of the devil, how Esau does. These big corporations, they misguide, mislead. They promote men to just be comfortable, leisure, pleasure, which destroys men, and they teach women to do what? Be whores and sluts, which what? Destroys women. And this is then, you have a society where they're easily controlled. There's no fight in men, and there's no humility in women, no loyalty in women. Meaning, a woman is not going to set forth and put forth and be behind her man. And then the children are not going to be in order, so you just have a fucking generation of stupidity. And pretty much everybody, the talk of the common person is what they've heard on TV or what they hear on their phones. So, wait one moment. Matthew 6:33. But seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Shai and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added to you. So our whole mindset should be seeking Yahweh Bashem Shai in the kingdom. And what's the scripture says? Romans 12:1 and 2. It tells us not to conform into this place. So again, we have to take our minds and not get attached, not get yes, we strive, and yes, we have to do certain things in this society, but we cannot get addicted. What's my man's Robert De Niro in Heat. You can't get attached to anything that you can't run away flat for 30 seconds, roughly paraphrasing, But Esau teaches you that you should be addicted, and that's very harmful for a man, especially times of when we're in war. We are in war. This is not the time to be lazy, you know, distracted. Scripture talks about men and women to be circumspect. Deuteronomy 4:29. But if from thence thou shalt seek the Lord thy power, thou shalt find him, if thou seek him with all thy heart and with all thy soul. Jeremiah 29:12. Then shall ye call upon me, and ye shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you. And ye shall seek me and find me, when ye shall search for me with all your heart. And I will be found of you, saith the Lord, and I will turn away your captivity, and I will gather you from all the nations, and from all the place whither I have driven you, saith the Lord, and I will bring you again to the place whence I caused you to be carried away captive, Jerusalem, my homeland. So our focus and our whole existence of being in this captivity is we should be yearning and looking towards the east to get the fuck out of the west, and the righteousness to be restored unto us. Not pleasure, being, how you saying, seeking the nights of pleasure, being comfortable, trying to get rich, seeking a woman, wasting time. First Chronicles 16:11, seek the Lord and his strength, seek his face continually. But again, Esau wants our people to be what? Entangled into this place, entangled in this world. Lamentation 3:25, the Lord is good unto him that wait for him, to the soul that seeketh him. Let me see if it'll come back up. Yeah, but see, Esau wants you to be just like this. He wants you to be just like this. Brain chemically associated with wanting, triggered by new rewards. 1 lick, 2 licks, 10 licks, or like this. This is how Esau wants you. Distracted. Eat, drink, party, McDonald's, ice cream, cookies, social media. It says the ghost, so they want you distracted. They want you scared, emotional. They want you to know, basically, not know what's going on. Isaiah 55:6, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way. This dreadful society that has been taught from a little child that we were, we've been geared and steered to be one with the society. But for all through the grace of Yahweh Shah instilled in his men, Lord's willing, we are those men. He broke us, from the society. He steered our minds a different way. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the righteous man his thoughts, and let him return to the Lord. And our thoughts was into this place at one time, but now we're fully have to be persuaded in Hamashiach Yahweh, the simplicity of Yahweh. And let him return to the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him and do into our power, for he will abundantly pardon. James 4:8, draw nigh to Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh, and he will draw nigh to you. Cleanse your hands, because again, we're filthy. Due to being in society, we have become filthy. We were heavy sinners. And purify your minds. Ye double-minded, Because we were double-minded and tossed to and fro. Psalm 119:1. Blessed are the undefiled in the way, who walk in the law of the Lord. Blessed are they that keep his testimony and that seek him with their whole heart, you know? So we're fully driven, fully steered for Yahweh Shah, Yahweh in Yahweh Shah's namesake, in our kingdom. Not Esau, not America, not the dainties, not the folly, not the vanities of this society. Read the book of Ecclesiastes, and King Solomon himself told about how everything underneath this earth is all vanity. But again, watch out for the wiles of Esau, because he can make shit look good. And with them, say shalom.